Hi everybody, Kimberly Olson here, coming in live tonight to do an exclusive interview with the one, the only Kristi dear, and I'm so excited. It's been on my vision board for some time now, and it's just fun to see when things manifest. So I'm gonna give it a second here so we can let her pop on. But while we're waiting for her to pop on, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the comments here. Hi, Catherine. So go ahead and put a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, put 2 if you're watching the replay, put new if you're new to me watching my videos. I'm Kimberly Olson, or you're new to Kristi dear. So I wanna see who's new to Kristi. If you're new, put new to Kristi. Oh, here we go. Let me add her on. I'm gonna give it a second here. Here she comes. It's taking a second. I hope her internet's okay. Hey, Kristi, I'm trying to connect.
Hi. Okay.
There you are. Hi. We did it.
Hi.
Hey.
I did it. Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you guys hear her okay?
Am I looking?
We'll just make sure. So you guys
Am I looking at the camera? I tend to look over.
Let me turn the volume up too.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, guys.
I think it's just my phone. Can you guys hear us okay? So also what I want you guys to do is share this video and put shared in the comments, because what I want is for anyone that's on your team or anybody you know that is building a business, whether it be an internet business, an Etsy shop, whatever, anybody who is basically who wants to get out of the red and they want to learn how to be prosperous, I want you to share this video onto your page, but I also want you to tag people on your team. If you tag them, they're more likely to see it, and I want them to get this information. So before Kristi tells her story, Kristi, thanks for being on, by the way. So excited.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun.
Yeah, your hair looks very fun with the pink. I love it.
Thank you. It's super pink. I love it.
Yes,
I just got it done.
It's very happy. It looks great. So just so you guys know how I met Kristi, I've known her for about a year now. So a year ago, I joined Monat, as a lot of you guys know. And I was just kind of looking online, and I was just watching different people that were successful in the company. And she, I think even at that point, you'd already earned your Cadillac. But what I loved about her is just the way that she was training and educating, and she was talking in a way that I had never heard before. Like, I love The Secret and the Law of Attraction, but she was talking about like mindset and breaking through old beliefs, and you could have anything you wanted. And I was like, I can? Like, I was just hooked. And so I actually did her Abundantly You Money Mindset Boot Camp. And because of you, Kristi, I had the biggest income month I had ever had in my 38 years because of you. And I was just totally drinking the Kool-Aid after that, and I've been following you ever since. And I just think you're such an inspiration, and I'm so thankful to have this time with you. So I'll turn it over to you. Why don't you share with everybody a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm Kristi Deer, and I'm Senior Executive Director with Monat and Mindset and Success Coach. I've been with Monat for a little over a year, and I love it. And I love helping people basically bust through their blocks and step into the best version of themselves. And now I get to really do it a lot organically with my team and helping them grow. And it's amazing.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about what got you into becoming a mindset coach, and specifically abundance. I feel like that's your thing, is really teaching people how to break through those old beliefs. What's your background? Like, did you always grow up just having this positive outlook on life? Because you're so positive.
No. No, not at all. So when oh my goodness, it goes so far back. But I mean, I struggled a lot as a teenager. I was depressed, and no, I didn't think positive or have like happy thoughts. I was more so prone to think negative. And long story short, basically, I just felt like I was stuck a lot of my life, and 2 kids. By the age of 25, husband worked 2 jobs. We barely made ends meet. Money wasn't coming in. I gained 80 pounds. Wow. I just felt like, why is this happening? And I felt like there was more. And I felt like there had to be a better way. So I started studying about law of attraction and mindset. I lost 80 pounds, became a personal trainer, owned a women's boot camp. And that led into life coaching, mindset coaching, because as a personal trainer, a lot of people think, oh, that's just working people out. That's all mindset. Okay. You're not going to get up in the morning and work out at 5:30 unless you've got your head in the game,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, it's not going to happen. So I worked a lot around mindset and life coaching, but then I came across money mindset. And this was really interesting to me because I started learning that people have money blocks. And even though we were more successful and we were living, you know, a pretty good life, you know, just, you know, the money's here, we still kind of live paycheck to paycheck. I never heard of money blocks. So I started really learning more about money blocks, and that you can, you know, you can really manifest the income that you want. You can have the life, you can have the income, if you just change your beliefs and your mindset around money. So I started working on that with myself, and I started busting through blocks and making more money and growing my business and teaching people to do the same. And then I joined Monat, and it just kept growing and kept happening.
That's awesome. So, yeah, and it is growing and happening.
Yeah.
Watching you, it's awesome. You just keep me going.
Yes,
I love it. So in your experience with even, I guess, with people on your team, but also your clients, because you've been coaching for so long, what's like the most common thing that you see with, as far as old beliefs that people struggle with? Like, why do you feel like people, or what have you seen that they get in this vicious cycle? Because I feel as though before I started incorporating what you taught me, I don't know if you remember, but we did a one-on-one coaching call, and I was like, I feel like I'm just not enough. Like, I just don't feel like I can even receive. It was weird. Like, I was having some financial success, but then I got back down to that kind of the set point. And you were like, well, why aren't you enough? And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, well, then you need to be in my coaching program. And I did. And I totally think I'm awesome now. So what do you,
Yay!
So what do you think is like a common thing that holds people back?
Well, limiting beliefs. And a lot of it is money. So even though I was doing, you know, coaching around mindset, life coaching, a lot of our struggles are around money. A lot of people have a lot of limiting beliefs around money. So, you know, who am I to make great money? Who am I to have a successful business? Nobody in my, you know, beliefs like this. Nobody in my family is wealthy. I'm not enough. You know, I don't do enough. You know, I'm not enough. People will take advantage of me. That's a big one. If I make a lot of money, people might take advantage of me. They might use me. If I become wealthy, I'll be spoiled. I'll be bratty. I don't want to be like that. So a lot of people, even unknowingly to them, hold limiting beliefs around money. And a lot of that is just programmed mindset from, you know, childhood. And it's just running on autopilot. So they don't even realize that maybe they're walking around going, oh, I never have cash. I never have money. You know, oh, things are, you know, so expensive. Oh, I never have enough money for that. I'm always broke. And they're saying things like that. And they're thinking, you know, the limiting beliefs that I was just mentioning. And money is energy. It's energy. We put so much emotional attachment to money. It's crazy.
Just
like
thinking
just
about
so
it
much
right
emotional
now,
attachment. So much, you know, you just talk about money and it's like, oh, don't talk about money with friends, or like, you know, it's taboo, or, oh, that makes me stressed out. That makes me anxious. So we put so many emotional attachments to money, and money's energy. So if like attracts like, and we're basically giving like, you know, all this, you know, energy, negative energy towards money. Like, man, if I have that, then, you know, I'll be spoiled, or, you know, people might judge me, or, you know, I'm not enough. Who am I to make that money? And we're kind of, you know, saying those kind of things, or I'm always broke. We're basically declaring we're always broke. So why would we have money? And then we're putting all this negative attachment to it, and we're just attracting back more lack. And then we're sitting here going, well, wait, why can't I have more money? Why can't I build my business? So that's the biggest thing, is the disconnect. We have to be in alignment with what we're asking for. So we ask all the time for things, you know, and that's okay to ask, right? We ask for things. Man, I would love to be healthier, and I would love to have a little bit more money in the bank, or I would love to, you know, grow my business a little bit more, but our thoughts aren't in alignment with what we're asking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a disconnect.
And do you think that sometimes with network marketing, why people get a little bit of success? Because I'll see people getting some success out of the gate, and then even just some, like, not even just for being new, but they'll get some success and, you know, it looks like they're, you know, advancing and growing, and then they'll just kind of taper out or sort of lose their steam? Do you think it's like they're kind of sabotaging themselves?
Yes. And I just have a question. Am I looking at you? Because I feel like
I see you looking straight. So
okay.
Yes. So if you look at the,
I'm like, I don't want to be looking
well,
like
what
this.
happens is you look at yourself, right? And so you have to look at the camera, which is hard to do.
I know. I'm like, I hope I'm not looking like this.
Yeah, you're looking good.
All right. Back to your question. A lot of that is, there's a really good book for that. It's called like upper limiting.
Upper limiting.
It's called So the book is called The Big Leap.
Oh, I love that book.
By Gay Hendricks. Now, it's all about upper limiting. So we do this a lot with things, a lot around money. So if you've heard those stories about people who maybe win the lottery or they inherit a lot of money and then all of a sudden they've lost it all or they're back to square one. So a lot of times if we don't work through those beliefs that I was just mentioning, because beliefs are basically just thoughts that you think over and over and over. And your beliefs actually are like the program, the running of your mind. It's like a computer, right? So if we don't work on clearing those beliefs around money, then basically we might, oh, I really want to make a lot of money. And then I've seen so much of this, like, you reach your goal money, you have that income, and then you step back and you self-sabotage. Or maybe you say you want that money, but then you don't take the action to do it. And you're like, why am I not taking the action step to do it? Well, because you haven't done the clearing yet.
So how do
you still have the limiting beliefs around money. You haven't cleared that.
How do you clear it then? I was going to ask you, like, how do people overcome it? Like, how do you clear it?
Yeah. So the first step is awareness. So like I mentioned, a lot of people just go through life without even knowing they have those beliefs. They have no idea that they're speaking lack over their finances, that they're constantly declaring things, because our words are extremely powerful, guys. And every time we say things, we're basically auto-programming ourselves to believe it and act it out, right? So they don't believe, they're not aware of it. So becoming aware of it and, shifting it. So the first step, the first thing that you can do, so you guys watching on here, the first thing that you can do is just become aware. Man, am I saying these things? Am I thinking these things? And then get a journal out. This is really good. And just start dissecting that statement that maybe you're saying. Okay, why do I believe that if I start making more money, people may take advantage of me? Why do I believe that I'm not worthy to receive this money?
Yeah.
Why does it make me feel uncomfortable if nobody in my family has created wealth and then, I'm making $10,000, $20,000 or more a month? Why does that make me feel uncomfortable? Start getting to know you, because most people don't do that. They just run on like autopilot. They just say, well, this is just me, and this is the way I think, and this is how my family thought, and this is how they told me to think. And it's like, we want to break the cycle. If you don't like some of the things in your reality right now, the first way to break through that is to think about what you're thinking about.
Think about what you're thinking about.
And then start saying, why am I believing this? And that was one of the things in network marketing, if I may, I know we're talking about money, but that was the first thing, is I always said no to this type of business. Always, 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 multiple times. Then when I started to become interested in it, I said, why the heck was I believing all these limiting beliefs around this type of business? So I started trying to dissect my beliefs and saying, who told me that? Why am I believing that? Why am I thinking you can't make money this way? Why am I thinking that I couldn't help a lot of people this way? And I busted through those beliefs because I realized they were ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of our limiting beliefs around money. It's like, why not? Well, who am I to do that? Who are you not to do that? God doesn't play favorites. That's what I say all the time. Who are you not to have a successful business and live a freedom-based life and help a lot of people and have fun? I mean, why not? Why do you have to struggle? Why do you have to feel like it's for other people? Dissect that. Get to know yourself and get rid of it, right? If it's not serving you, let it go.
Yes, let it go. It's my girl's favorite freaking movie ever is Frozen. Like, that's permanently in my brain forever. So I had a lot of girls reaching out to me last week. I did a Facebook Live inside of my team page about, you know, depression and anxiety, and just if you ever kind of get in a funk. And a lot of people message me that they're doing great, and then they just sort of get caught in this negative mindset. And so how would you recommend shifting when you're just feeling really low, and to shift into a place where you view the world as a place of abundance? And like you said, I am enough, and there is enough for everybody. What would you recommend that they do to shift, to make that shift? Because that's a pretty big shift. Or would you recommend baby steps? Like, what would you say to them?
Yeah. Well, I like that. Well, first of all, if you wake up feeling in a funk, just know you're not alone. And, you know, just because I see people go, oh my gosh, you're happy and you're positive, you know, and all this stuff. Yeah, I am, but I'm human. We have, you know, ups and downs. There's ebbs and flows in life, and that's okay. The best thing that you can do is just, once again, get to know you. You wake up in a funk, or you feel, man, I just don't feel good today. I don't feel like saying my affirmations. I don't really, you know, I'm kind of agitated. Start asking yourself why.
Oh, I love that.
Why am I? Start dissecting again. Just really get to know you. The more you get to know you, the more you're going to learn how to shift your thoughts and shift your emotions. And here's the thing. Our mind is a tool. You're the boss. And just because we wake up in a funk, or we're feeling irritated, doesn't mean we have to stay there. We don't have to, you know, our mind doesn't control us. We control it. So we have to get in the habit of start saying, okay, why am I feeling this way? Don't beat up on yourself. Don't get mad at yourself. It's okay. Why am I feeling like this? What's coming up for me that maybe I'm trying to communicate with myself? Because that's the thing too. Our emotions are a way to communicate. What do I need to get out? What do I need to release? What is this telling me? You know, if get a journal and just start asking why. And then go 0 to 1. A lot of people try to go 0 to 100. Like, I'm feeling really depressed. I'm feeling really down. Well, you know, I can't think that far, so I guess I can't do any of it. So just go 0 to 1. And that means, you know, just take the baby shift. So once you've dissected that and you're understanding why you're feeling like that, and also see if it comes like certain times of, like, it comes every couple weeks, or maybe, well, every time, you know, this happens in my life, then it's triggering me to feel like that. So kind of get to know yourself and what's going on around you. And then, you know, just something simple like, you know what, every day I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day I'm getting better and better. You know, I love myself. You know, you can just say, I love myself, and I'm feeling, you know, what I'm feeling, and that's okay. I am enough. I do enough. I have enough. And little by little, I'm feeling better every day.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. I love that.
Just thank you. Just something really, really simple, you know?
Yeah, it's very loving, you know. It's just kind of putting your arms around yourself and saying, like, it's just, you know, day by day. So you're kind of talking a bit about that. What are your favorite daily mindset strategies? Because I know you do a lot of mindset work every day, and I know people want to do it, but I know it's also a discipline. And sometimes people, they'll get on Facebook, and before they know it, you know, it's the afternoon and they have to hurry up and get ready for their dinner ready, you know, or get the kids or whatever, and they haven't done it. So do you like commit to a certain time each day and a certain amount? And do you have like a routine? Like, what are some things that you recommend to get started with?
Well, first thing is, this is the easiest way to get started, okay? Anybody can do this. Before your before your feet hit the floor, get in the habit of thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. It's huge. I mean, I've heard, like, so many times people wake up maybe frustrated or in a bad mood, or like, oh, I'm late for work, or, oh, you know, this is happening, or that animals, or, I mean, it just really sets your whole day off. So if you can wake up and think of 3 things you're grateful for, like, just lay in bed, don't get up till you do that. And it could be as simple as, I'm thankful I have a bed. Okay, that's actually really nice. I'm thankful I have a pillow. Wow, I'm thankful that I'm actually alive and my eyes are open. I mean, that's something that we don't even sometimes think about every day. Like, I'm alive. I can get out of bed. I can, you know, go brush my teeth. I can have a day where I can see my family again, right? Just think of 3 things you're grateful for. And that's what I do every day. And then throughout the day, I say affirmations. So I have affirmations, you know, like on my mirror.
Everywhere.
Yes, and I just get in the habit. Well, now, you know, I've been training myself to think like this, so it's easier now because I've gotten in the habit. But just maybe put little reminders up and, you know, just say affirmations, you know, here and there. And don't, once again, don't try to go from 0 to 100. Just do baby steps. If you can wake up with a grateful heart, if you can say a couple of, you know, great affirmations, and you know, I have some free resources. I know you might have, we're going to ask me about this, but I have some free resources on my website, guys, and I have some free audio affirmations that I've recorded, money manifesting, client attraction, and you can listen to those for free. So you're driving to work, cleaning the house, just push play and listen to, there's just tons and tons and tons and tons of affirmations. And it's just my name, KristiDeer.com. If you can wake up with, you know, 3 things you're grateful for and just flood your mind with that. I've had people do that without even taking my courses and saying they're manifesting more money and things are happening in their life, you know?
Yeah, that's great. I actually, it's kind of funny, on my phone, I have maybe 5 pages that are always in my Google, like Safari. Yours is one of them. So if I'm ever like, okay, like I need a reboot, you know, or whatever, I'll just go and listen. And I repeat them out loud. Like I have them almost memorized, but it helps me to just, even if I'm not feeling like I'm very abundant at the moment, I'm like, I know by doing that, I'm still sending it out to the universe to say I'm ready and I'm open. And then it starts to come and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like I am powerful and I can attract more of it. So it does really work. And the one where it's like your better version of yourself, that's just great in general, you know, as far as manifesting, those are awesome.
Yes, I think that one's on my $27 course that I have on there too. That's on my website, that one. But if, I like what you said just now, if I just touch on that a little bit, you just said when I'm not feeling like abundant, I think we can all kind of resonate with that. And what happens is why so many people stay stuck, this is really important, so many people stay stuck is because they're looking at what is now. And they're looking at the reality. They're looking at the reality now. Well, the money's not in the bank or the clients haven't shown up. So they're looking at now. And so they're constantly manifesting now because they're constantly looking at it. They're constantly thinking about it. They're constantly declaring it. So when you're listening to those audio affirmations, when you're saying affirmations, when you're doing those things, what you're doing is you're breaking free from the habit of I'm here, I'm stuck, nothing's happening, to it is happening, it is happening, it is happening. So you're creating a new reality by declaring it and by your thoughts, if that makes sense. Because if we're constantly saying, you know, the money's not in the bank, things aren't happening, I'm always broke, I'm always stuck, we're putting that out there and we're just constantly having situations occur in our life to keep us in that place and space. And that's why when you hear about mindset, affirmations, you know, visualizing, listening to things that get you out of stuck and get you into abundance work, because they work because you're saying, I'm actually not here, I'm here. And then everything, the laws of the universe start going, oh wait, she's not here, she's here. So we're going to give her everything over here. So that's how you get yourself out of that.
That's awesome.
You know, I worked on doing that for years, getting ourselves out of a stuck place. And I mean, still continue to do that, and it works, right?
Yeah, it definitely works. Yeah, I freaking love it. So how can people find you as far as to learn more, but also what programs do you have that you said you have some free resources? Now the $27, and can you mention what that program is? Because I know I did that program. That's how I first got into a call with you and then got into your boot camp. So how can people find out more about you?
Well, KristiDeer.com is my website, just my name.com. There's free resources on there, like I mentioned. And then I have a $27 program, and it's a Manifest 5K month. So it basically starts teaching you how to start manifesting more money, 5K plus months. I mean, you can use the principle to manifest any number that you want, but I thought that sounded like 5K a month. So basically, you know, that way, when I'm talking on the course, we're talking about 5K, you know, and we're flooding your mind with that. So it's going to teach you the steps on how to start manifesting money and start to let go of any limiting beliefs. And then I also have a bonus debt smasher course on there, how we paid off, you know, a while ago, how we paid off $20,000 in debt using these principles. By instead of going on a budget, it was a totally different mindset. It was like, no, we're not having to deprive ourselves. We're just abundant and blessed, and we're just, you know, choosing to spend differently. So I have that all on the $27 course too.
That's awesome. Okay, good. Well, you guys go check that out, because like I said, that's where I got started. And I'm so thankful that God was like, here you go, on a silver platter. She's going to help you overcome your mindset and just learn how to look at the world more abundantly. So thank you, Kristi, so much for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
So say goodbye to her, guys. Show her some hearts and some love. And like I said, go check out her website. And until next time, bye, Kristi. Have a good night. You stay on. I've got a few housekeeping things. Thanks, Kristi.
Oh, bye. See you later. Bye, guys.
So you guys, how awesome is she? Please give her some heart. She's freaking awesome. Just love her. And just a couple housekeeping things, a couple things I want to tell you guys. I almost have the details for my boot camp. I know you guys have been waiting patiently. I think I have over 100 people on the wait list for it, and I'm going to take 30 people. Okay, so if you don't know what my boot camp is, it's a 12-week program. You don't have to do the whole 12 weeks, but it's designed for 12 weeks. It's called Rock Your Business on Social Media, and I'm going to teach you everything I've learned to build my business online. And it took me months and months and months and months to figure it out. It took me thousands and thousands of dollars, lots of programs, lots of coaching, and I'm just going to take all of it, and I have packaged it for you, and it's organized step by step. This is what you do. So if you guys want information on that, put boot camp in the comments, and I'll get you on the wait list for that. That will be opening up end of this month. And then also I have a workshop coming up, not next week, but the week after. It's the art of recruiting. So instead of just learning about prospecting and stuff like that, I did a poll on my business page, and you guys voted that you want to learn more about recruiting. That was what you were most interested in. So the art of recruiting is going to be different than past workshops. I'm going to be diving into way more depth on recruiting, psychology. Basically, how do you learn how to have people attracted to you, where you open up your messenger and people are messaging you and saying, hey, I've been watching you, I want to know more. Hey, I've seen what your product, how do I find out more? How do I purchase? And you get people to come to you. So it's an art of recruiting workshop. Just put recruiting workshop in the comments, and I'll get you guys the link once I have the details for that too. So that'll be opening up, and I'm happy to help you guys, because let's face it, everybody on here wants to build a freaking empire. You guys want to rock your goals, you want to crush it, and I want to help you guys do that in a genuine and authentic way, where we're not spamming people, we're doing it the right way. Classy and fun is the name of the game, and we can elevate this entire industry. So thank you guys so much for watching tonight and sharing this time with me and Kristi. And I'm so glad that she did this with us. So have a great night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on The Goal Digger Girl. Make sure you guys like that. If you are on my page right now, it says Kimberly manages The Goal Digger Girl. And it's goal, like setting goals, not digging for gold. Go to The Goal Digger Girl. Tomorrow night, I'm going to teach you guys. I actually am going to figure out what that is tomorrow when I do a poll for that. But you guys will not want to miss it. So that'll be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.